Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will discuss two basic functions of Microsoft Excel, that is COUNTIF and COUNTIFS. So here we can see that we have a data set of some orders. Now we will learn these two functions using these two questions. So the first question asks that count total orders of electronics products. So here we have to count how many electronics products were sold. So for that, at first, we have to press equal sign, then type count if. Select the function, then here we have to identify our criteria or the condition. So what is the condition here? The condition is we have to count the total number of the total orders of electronics products. So the condition here is the category electronics. So that is why at first we have to select the range of our criteria. So this is the criteria range, that is the category column. So we have to select this column, then press comma, and then we have to type or we have to mention the criteria. So here the criteria is electronics. So within inverted comma, we have to write electronics, close the inverted comma, close the bracket, and press enter. So the answer is 9. Now, if we filter this column, that is, if we select only electronics here, so we can see that total 9 orders are there. So this is how the COUNTIF function works. Now, the next question is count furniture orders from East region. So we can see in this question that we have two criteria. One is on the category and one is on the region. So we have to select those orders which are from East region, and also we have the orders of furniture. That is why we have to use here count if is function. So count if is function count those cells where when we apply more than one criteria. So type count if is, then at first we have to select the criteria range 1. Here our first criteria is the category, so that is why we are selecting the category column. Press comma, then type the category. Here our category is furniture, so type furniture, then again press comma, then we have to select the second criteria range. So what is the second criteria range here? That will be the region column, because the second criteria is East region, so that is why we have to select this East region. Then press comma, then again we have to mention east within the inverted comma and close the bracket, and then press enter. So here we can see that 3 is the option answer. So there will be 3 orders of furniture from East region. Now let us verify this by filtering the columns. First select the furniture category here, then select from region column, select the East region. Now see, here is only 3 orders, so that is why we got our answer as 3. Now let us suppose we have another question, that is count the orders from East region above 25,000 rupees sales. So here also we can see that we have more than one criteria, that is another criteria is the East region. The first criteria is the East region and another criteria is sales amount which is above 25,000. So here also we have to use the count if is function. So that is why at first press equal sign, then type count if is, then first select the criteria range. The first criteria is East region, so that is why we are selecting the region column. Press comma, then type the first criteria, that is East, then again press comma, then select the second criteria range. The second criteria range is sales amount, because the second criteria is sales above 25,000 rupees. So that is why we are selecting this column, the sales amount column. Then again we have to mention the second criteria. So here our second criteria is above 25,000. So that is why we have to write greater than 25,000. Close the inverted comma, close the bracket, press enter. So we can see that the answer is 2. Now let us verify this. From this, select all the values which are greater than 25,000. Then from the region, select the east. Now we can see that only two orders are there where from the east region where the sales amount is greater than 25,000. So this is how the two formula works. The one is the count if function and the second one is the count ifs function. So count if function we use to count the total number of cells when we have only one criteria, and we use the count ifs function to count the cells when we have more than one criteria. I hope this is clear to each one of you. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. See you in the next one.